Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sadhana. For those of you that are new, I am an intuitive reader and healer, and I'm here regularly on YouTube doing readings, teaching things about tarot and meditation. And I'm here today doing a reading for your tarot card for 2022. A few days ago, I did a video explaining how to calculate your card for 2022, and the link for that video is in the description box below. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can take some time and go back and watch that video, and then you'll know which of the cards to have a look at to figure out your card for 2022. So this reading is for the Chariot card, and this is the final reading that I am doing. There is no video for the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor. The only way that these would be your card for 2022 is if you reduced your number. So if your card for 2022 is the World card and you reduced it, or if your card was the Fool, which is 22, and you reduced that, then you could end up with, or 11 and reduce that to a 2, you could end up with 2, 3, or 4. I did not plan on doing readings for those calculations because they don't really fit into the cards for 2022. But if I have time, I will try to get a reading done for those 3 cards over the next few days, because I know a couple people that were wanting readings for the High Priestess and the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, so but for now, this is the last one, and this is for the Chariot. So this is a great card. We are looking at the Chariot in the year of the Lovers. So 2022 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. So the energy of the Lovers is going to affect the energy of the Chariot. The energy of the Chariot is asking us to go forth. It's time to move to the next level. For those of you that read tarot, you know that this is the last card in the first septenary. When you divide the major arcana into 777, we're transitioning to a whole new level of awareness. And there's a sense of security too that can be left behind. What you may be exploring this year, and I'm thinking of the Marielle Tarot. I did a group with the Marielle Tarot just recently, and the Chariot card is a key card in the Marielle Tarot, and we look at the Seven of Wands as a black dog, and the Seven of Cups is a white dog, and this whole energy of balancing our drive, our will with our darkness, if you will, our darkness, our shadows, our lunar side. I should have lunar side over here on my left hand. Is a constant kind of tug of war, and we're always striving to find that. And so the Chariot is a card that invites us to embrace both the dark and the light, and to go forth with gusto. It's an active card, and yet it is associated with the astrological sign of Cancer, which is interesting because it's such a watery energy. And then underneath that, we have the Gemini card, the Lovers card. So the interplay of all of this is, what can I say? The interplay of all of this is, it's going to make for an interesting year. But what you are moving into, the dynamism, the dynamic energy between your darkness and your brilliance is going to come into the limelight this year. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you. So let's go to the Suit of Wands and draw your card for the Suit of Wands. What do we need to know about this dynamic energy of the Chariot? So you are moving to a new experience, a new level. Maybe you're going out on your own for the first time in a long time. You're not looking back over your shoulder. You've already decided to go. And I want to look at the energy of the Suit of Wands in relation to the card we're going to get in the cups below here. So this is the Queen of Wands. She does this her way, full of life, full of energy and vitality. Okay. Charisma. I love that word associated with the Queen of Wands. She has charisma. Everyone is attracted to her, like a firefly. Brilliance. There's a lot of brilliance here. And that, of course, is that's the Queen of Fire. So she is the innately, she balances the masculine and feminine drive together. And then underneath, we have the King of Cups. That is so cool. So here we have fire of water, and above we have water of fire. So these two players are perfect opposites of each other. And what this says to me is, you've got this. You can do this. You've got that inner strength and inner resource, fire, charisma, balance, strength, leadership that you need to approach any decisions that come up this next 12 months. That's so perfect. And so that's what the Chariot is asking us to do. It's asking us to embrace all of these qualities and understand that they're all a part of who we are. Two of Swords is this beautiful card. The keyword is peace. If you make a rash decision, or you turn down a road where you feel a sense of regret, or maybe a door is closed where you wished it were open, this is a card of being okay with that. It's just part of your evolution. It's part of your growth. And you can come back and examine the words and the thoughts and the process that got you there. But ultimately, this is also a card that's going to invite you into a little bit more contemplation. A little bit more contemplation, because in the Two of Swords, pretty much every deck, the figure's either blindfolded or their eyes are closed, right? So we want to pause and monitor our thoughts. In the Suit of Swords, we also have this quality of balance as well, too, because we have the water balanced by the energy of the swords, which is a masculine energy, and then we have the watery energy, and the gorgeous lotus in this card. We have another king. So down at the bottom, you have two kings, which is kind of magnificent. This tells me you will succeed. You will succeed in your projects this year. Two kings, you couldn't have more strength. You couldn't have more strength than if the strength card showed up, but we're not drawing any majors, right? We're focusing on your major in relation to the major that is part of this year's energy. Okay, so two strong. Also balancing leadership cards. So you have the two feminine kings. You have the two feminine kings. What that means is on the left, you have the king of water, the king of contemplation, the king of feelings and emotions. And on the right, you have the most integrated king, the 78th card in the tarot, right? The king that has processed all of the elements, all of the energies, and is extremely accomplished. The tarot deck that is going to give us more information for the King of Cups, not the tarot deck, the Oracle deck, is the Wisdom of the Bee. Okay. So this is the element of air. The keyword is knowledge. I'm just pausing here because so if part of this surge forward had something to do with, actually, no, I'm going to retract what I was going to say. I feel like the knowledge card is showing up simply to balance the energy of the wateriness of the card that is on its right. Truth. There's a When we're looking at knowledge here, so swords represents a voice, it represents knowledge, intellectual knowledge, wisdom, spirituality. There's a lot of different ways we can go with this card, but there's something about being informed that is really important. Being informed. As you go forth in your chariot year, make sure that you have all of the information. Both the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles would not make a rash decision. They are almost there to slow the chariot down and go, do you have all of the documents? Do you have the information? I'm shuffling the Illuminated Earth Oracle, and I'm going to draw one card for the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is also wearing a mask. And sometimes masks are worn. This card has shown up in this position before today. Sometimes masks are worn because they empower us. They allow an aspect of ourselves that wouldn't come through without the mask being on. The card on the left, the Oracle card, is the transient card. So it's about shifting energy. It fits really nicely in with the card below, just the general shape, the movement. I want you to pay attention to cycles, to be aware of long-term planning, planets, seasons, to try and sync your decisions and your planning with the seasons, with the cycles of the seasons. And if you're interested in learning more about moon and solar cycle, the solar cycles, astrology, that would also benefit your journey this year as well too. From the Connected and Free Oracle, we have intuitive and psychic prowess. Okay. So the octopus has emerged from its cave. It is coming to the surface, right? How often does the octopus come to the surface? Not very often. This keyword is intuitive and psychic prowess. And I love the way that these two cards here are kind of playing off each other. So you're picking up, I want to say, one new meditative exercise, something to help stimulate, awaken the third eye, something to, strengthen your trust in your intuitiveness. Is going to help you with this year of shifting energy. There's so much strength in that chariot, that horse. And you have the strength of those two kings below. So go for it, say yes. And the last card for you from Soul Trees is, okay, so this is an element card. It's Earth. It's a reminder to stay grounded. It's a reminder to eat well. It's a reminder to connect with the earth and how important that is. I mean, the King of Pentacles will help you. That King of Pentacles energy that's inside you innately will help you to do that anyway. Part of your going forth, just looking at the way the chariot is facing, the horse is facing, maybe it has something to do with an earthly practice, some earthly component of your work or your business. Um, but more than that, I feel it's balancing energy. I feel the Earth card. I said this is air Gemini. Sorry, this is water Cancer. Where are we at here? Lovers. Lovers is Gemini air. Lovers is Gemini air. I want to finish. I want to tie this together. Sorry, just give me a second. The Earth card is going to keep you grounded and remind you how important your connection to the earth is, to that earthing is. In a similar way that the energy of the Lovers card is going to keep you in check and to make sure that you're using both your strength and your receptive energy in equal measure, right? To keep your balances and checks in full awareness, in full focus. Okay. I would appreciate it immensely if you would come back in a few months, and if this is your card for 2022, and let me know how this reading resonates with you, and if any particular card speaks, or if you have any questions about any of the combinations of cards that I've used for this. I want to thank you for being a part of this series for the third year. And if at any point you want to reach out, all of my contact information is in the description box below. Take good care of yourselves, and I will see you very soon. Namaste, blessed be, and a very happy new year to all of you.